What's up guys, Justin here, and I've got a Craigslist deal to show you today. I picked up a really nice Wii Bundle last week and I'm finally getting around to doing a video for it. So I guess to set up the deal a little bit, and I'll be as concise as I can with this, but it's actually kind of a funny story. This ad came up on our local Craigslist. Like I said, it was a Wii Bundle. It was a very vague listing though. There was no pictures, so it was just a description. It said, you know, a Wii system with the hookups, a bunch of controllers, and a bunch of games. And it listed a few of the games, and they were pretty decent titles, but it said plus many more. So naturally I was curious. I sent the person an email, asked if it would be possible to get some pictures of everything, and I left my number, and sure enough, later that night I got a couple texts with the pictures of everything. As soon as I saw them, I knew that I had to have the deal. And they were asking $150 for everything, which, to be honest, if it absolutely came down to it, I probably would have paid that. But I asked if the price was negotiable, and they said it was. So I offered $100, thinking they were probably going to come back with, like, you know, $125, and I'd say sure. But they said $100 was fine, so I was like, perfect. And so I got a little bit sketched out, though, when they asked me initially to meet them at, like, a local bar for the deal. And you know, I've got nothing against bars or anything, obviously, but something about meeting somebody for a Craigslist deal at a bar, I was just kind of like, I don't know. And then it changed from that bar. They were like, oh, I'm actually going to be going to this one now. Can you meet me at this bar instead? And I was just getting a little bit sketched out, but both of them were in the general vicinity of the ATM I had to go to anyway to get the cash for the deal, so I was like, sure, whatever. So I go to the ATM, get to this bar, text the person, let them know that I'm parked outside, and I'm half expecting, you know, just some absolute scrub ball to walk out with this Wii Bundle, and out walks this decently attractive female with this bag of Wii goodness here, and I was just kind of taken a little bit off guard. Luckily though, I did have somewhat of like a conversation starter, because in the pictures that she had sent me, I saw in the background she had a Super Nintendo hooked up with like Mario World in it. She had an NES system hooked up. So I was just like, you know, out of curiosity, would you be interested in selling any of that other stuff? And she told me she was pretty attached to it and whatever, and that's understandable. But, you know, I told her she's got my number, so if she ever wants to sell any of that stuff or has any games she doesn't play or whatever, I've got the systems and whatnot. So I don't know if I'll ever hear back from her. I doubt it, but you never know. So let's dive into this green bag of Wii goodness here. I was pretty excited to see that it actually came with the black model of the system. I don't know that I've ever owned a black one before. It's very fingerprinty, but cool nonetheless. It's still the model that plays the GameCube games as well. I've really been keeping my eye out recently for the red Wii system. I just saw it for the first time not too long ago, and I thought it looked really cool. It was like the anniversary bundle or whatever that came with New Super Mario Bros. Came with Wii Sports, and I think it had like a red controller too, and the system was red as well. So I just thought it'd be cool to have a red Wii system, so I've been looking for that. Complete in the box, but cool to get a black one in the meantime. Like I said, it came with both the adapters here, AV and the AC, along with the sensor bar in here, and I think the stand for the system was in there too, so that was awesome. And it came with a bunch of controllers, and we actually have somewhat of a variety in the controllers here. Let's see if I can get them all out of here first. Okay, so it came with a couple of these black Wii remotes, but I believe they actually have the Wii Motion Plus, like the individual add-ons on the bottom of them there. It's kind of hard to show with these like Wii condom things on them, but got that one there, and then another one of them here. So in addition to those, it also came with an original black Wii Motion Plus controller, so the original Motion Plus without the add-on. And then it also came with one of these Nyko brand, just it feels a little bit cheap, but maybe it'll work. And then it had two black nunchucks with it as well, along with all of the Wii condoms that you could ever want for your controllers. And let's see what else is in here. Oh, a little preview for one of the games that was included, steering wheel. And I guess another preview here would be these exercise band things that I don't really know anything about, so I'm not even going to try to explain them, but they were included. So now that I've already given away a couple of the games that came with the deal, I might as well go ahead and show those. So the first one on top here is the EA Sports Active Personal Trainer, and I picked this up at Goodwill in like the big box and stuff, and I don't know, I think these games are probably a little more popular a few months ago than they are now, but whatever, we'll find something to do with that one. Also got Lego Indiana Jones, The Original Adventures. This one feels a little bit light. Yeah, no manual on this one. For whatever reason, a lot of these games that came with the deal were missing the manuals. All the discs, though, are, for the most part, in just absolutely flawless condition, so at least that was cool. We also got Lego Indiana Jones 2, The Adventure Continues. This one feels a little heavier. Yep, that one was complete. Jeopardy, America's favorite quiz show, with a very cartoony Alex Trebek on the front there. That one was complete as well. And then I got Just Dance, the first one, Just Dance 2, and Just Dance 3. And see, I think Just Dance 4 came out on the Wii as well. That might have been the last one they made, but even to get the first 3 was cool. I really have no desire to play them myself, but I know they still sell or trade in for a decent amount anyway, so it's cool to get those 3. And then moving on to a few of the better games that came with the deal. I think I actually already owned one of these, but like I mentioned, a lot of them are missing the manual, so I don't know if I'm going to be hanging on to them or not. But the first one, and the one that I already had for my collection, was The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. However, I have never been able to play this game because I never had the damn Wii Motion Plus controller to play it. So even though I believe this one was incomplete, yeah, no manual. It had the game disc and the Symphony disc, but best of all, the deal included the Motion Plus controller, so I can actually play the game now. So that was cool anyway. Probably the one that was most beat up out of all of them, at least as far as the case goes, was Mario Kart Wii. You can see on the top the case is just completely jacked up, but see if I can find a replacement. And this one, again, yeah, missing the manual on that one. But it did have the Club Nintendo points, which were unused, and actually a couple other of these games had unused Club Nintendo points as well. So, you know, for Mario titles like this, you get quite a few points for that, so that was awesome. We also got Mario Party 8, and no manual on this one or Club Nintendo points, but the disc was in good shape. Probably the only one that I was for sure going to keep for my collection was Mario Party 9. This one did have the manual. It was 100% complete. I think this one actually did, yeah, have the Club Nintendo points in here as well, and the disc was in really, really nice shape, so I'll definitely be hanging on to this one. We got new Super Mario Bros. Wii. Another one I don't have yet, but it's incomplete. I'm not too worried about finding this one in the future. I don't think it's going to be that hard to find. And then the final game that came with the deal was Super Mario Galaxy 2. And it feels a little bit light. Yeah, no manual on this one either, so I'll either have to find a manual or a copy to replace this one. But, I mean, hell, for $100, even just for the games, I thought that was a great deal. And I was just very excited to get the black system and all of the Wii Motion Plus controllers on top of that. So, $100, can't really beat it. One of the better Craigslist deals I've done in a while for sure, at least throughout the winter and stuff. But garage sale season is finally coming up. I'm so excited to find. I mean, not excited to wake up, you know, at 7 a.m. on Friday and Saturday morning, but it's always worth it. So, anyway, I want to thank you guys for sticking around and checking out the whole video. And until next time, take care.